Hello, my friends. This is the 1 month overview reading for AVAX, Avalanche coin, throughout the month of July 2022. It's currently May 31st, 12:52 a.m., and that's May 31st, 2022. So the overall theme and behavior is we successfully create new support out of old resistance. Looks like there's three significant cash-in opportunities here. It's crossed with important support level that marks a cash-in opportunity or a opportunity to open a trade. Notable reversal around the high, and also this is an important opportunity to cash in here around the month's high here. Looks like the month's high appears once. From the month's high, there's a notable decline, and in the midst of the decline marks an opportunity to open up a long position as well. And moving into the month's high, there's going to be a fast, sudden move to reach the high. On the day of, I should say. And that reversal is going to look like we move along a diagonal trend line, but we break down through that diagonal trend line with increasing volatility on the way down. Low at the end of the day there. Behavior on the low, so there's going to be some headwinds. People are going to expect the stock to go lower at the time of around the month's low, but instead it's going to go higher, possibly even breaking through resistance levels. Alright, so on the first we have a breakout. It's plain and simple. On the second we fall from a high. It looks like we'll meet that high once. The day's high on a 1-day chart will likely only hit that once, or we break out and we stay at the level of that breakout just briefly, whatever that high is, because we fall from that through an important support level. Looks like a low early on the third, but sideways fluctuations with a bullish trend. Although it does precede, that's the third, although that bullish trend does precede a decline. And you can see on the fourth we have a day trade opportunity. Looks like a failed attempt to break through resistance, marks an opportunity to trade. Or actually we break through resistance and it looks like we attempt to establish support. It may even look like we establish support, but we fail, and then we break down through an important support level with increasing momentum. The decline is increasing momentum as we move in towards the end of the day. A bullish opportunity in the midst of that sharp decline. There'll be sideways fluctuations with a with a bearish trend to it, presenting an opportunity to open a long position. The following day we have a month's low correlator, so I'm going to say that this is likely a prominent trough here towards the end of the day on the 5th. And there's a fast sudden move higher out of this month's trough, marking the end of a decline. On the 6th, we have a big move to the upside. On the 7th, another notable move higher. On the 8th, we have one local high, one local low, and a swing trade opportunity in here in the midst of a decline. So it looks like we failed to break through resistance. Everybody's expecting us to break through resistance. We failed to break through resistance, and then we fall through an important support level. There's a steep decline here on the 8th, and a trade opportunity to open up long positions in the midst of that decline. Off of the month's low, we're gonna have into the month's low, there'll be a breakdown through a diagonal trend line that we were rallying along, and we'll have increasing volatility as we move towards the end of the day. right, so important trade opportunity, cash in opportunity. It looks like first thing in the morning on the 9th. There's one local low, and there's cash in opportunity at that low. It looks like it's the completion of a trend. And then we have sideways fluctuations with a bullish trend to it out of that low. On the 10th, we have a notable move to the upside, almost like we're coming out of oversold territory. There was a reversal early in the day and a big push to the upside. A day trade opportunity in there as well. And a breakout, so low at the beginning, day's low at the beginning of the day, a day's high at the end of the day on the 10th. Day trade opportunity in there. So in the midst of a decline, trade opportunity to open up long positions, and then it looks like towards the close of that position, there's going to be a sideways fluctuations with a bearish trend to it, but that'll precede a rally. On the 11th, we have a holding pattern until a female ruler of some sort, female congresswoman, has something to say, and there's a holding pattern around that. A trade opportunity, a cash-in opportunity here as well, a notable cash-in opportunity here as well on the 11th, and a swing trade opportunity in the midst of some sideways fluctuation with a downward trend that precedes a rally. So we have some volatility the following day on the 12th, and a fast, sudden dip within a period of volatility. Notable decline there, and a trade opportunity to open up long positions there. Another combo like where we have an exit just as we have a sideways fluctuation with a downward trend start. But that precedes a rally, and we have, look, on the 13th, we have what looks to be a month's high. Month's high or a crest somewhere here on the 8th, 9th, month's high or crest here on the 10th, 11th, and then a month's high. Two local highs on a one-day chart for the 13th, one local low on a one-day chart for the 13th. So what I mean is there'll be the two prominent highs and one prominent low on the one-day chart for the 13th. Day trade opportunity here as well. So fast sudden move higher to reach one of the local highs, and failed attempt to break through resistance at one of these local highs, followed by a decline through an important support level. Trade opportunity in the midst of a steep decline that presents an opportunity to open up a long position, and another trade opportunity with this Empress combo, Ace of Cups, Empress combo again. So sideways fluctuations with a bearish trend that precedes a rally. Out of the local low, there'll be a move into the local low, there'll be a move higher along diagonal trend line, but we'll break down through that trend line with increasing volatility as we move forward in time. On the 14th, we have one local low, and we have cash-in opportunity, a notable cash-in opportunity on the month's chart again. And it's a decision between two leaders is highlighted, and a sideways S formation between resistance and support. So we'll have a decline to support, incline to resistance, a decline back to support. And the decision will be highlighted around the low. On the 15th, we revisit problems from the past, and there's a notable decline. On the 16th, we have one local low on a one-day chart for the 16th. A cash-in opportunity on a multi-year chart, on a multi-day chart. And it looks like the completion of a trend around the low here. Excuse me, sorry guys. On the 17th, we have rotation along support. that increases with bullish sentiment and momentum as we move forward throughout the day. There's one local low here. Completion of a rally again, probably the same price levels as the previous low. And there's a trade opportunity around the sideways fluctuations with a bearish trend that precedes a rally. Also also a notable cash-in opportunity here on a multi-day chart or on the 1 month chart, and a swing trade opportunity there, like I said, in the midst of that sideways fluctuation with the bearish trend that precedes a rally. One local high on the 18th. Multiple fails attempts to break through that local high. Another prominent cash-in opportunity, and 2 local lows here. It looks like a steep decline through multiple support levels here on the 18th, due to multiple headwinds and something to do with that agreement between two leaders that was also highlighted on the 14th. Alright, looks like we have an important crest here. Possibly another month's high, but an important crest here on the 20th. And out of that important crest, we see a decline with a prominent trough form. So the local high that we have on the 1 day chart for the 20th is a failed attempt to break through resistance. So it's going to be a high, but not necessarily a higher high than this one. Failed attempt to break through resistance, followed by a decline, a steep decline through support to reach a prominent low after we break through a diagonal trend line that we were rallying along, and we increase in volatility as we move forward and lower into the day. There's an opportunity to open up a long position in the midst of that steep decline on the 20th. On the 21st, we have 3 crisscrosses back and forth through the same price level, confirming a bullish trend. There's also a good cash-in opportunity here as well. A lot of money to be made this month. And one local low with a completion of a trend at that local low. I'm so sorry, guys. Alright, so there's a big move on the 22nd. A big move to the upside of the 22nd, almost irrationally higher to reach a distant resistance level. Looks like we turned that into support. We established support on the 22nd with some sideways fluidity along a support around the high for the 22nd. Sideways fluidity, I mean equal amounts of bulls and bears around the high there. And then we have the unicursal on the 23rd, so somewhere around the 22nd, 23rd, possibly the 24th. I think somewhere around the 22nd, 23rd here. Opportunity around that price level that was the support established, new support that was established here on the 22nd. Opportunity to short because we have a decline through support to meet a secondary support. And we move around sideways along that support. The decline looks like sideways fluctuations with a bearish trend. Good cash-in opportunity here in a swing trade as well. The following day we have a month's low correlator here, and possibly a prominent month's crest. Could be a month's high. So it looks like we possibly have a month's low here on the end of the 23rd or early 24th. But there's a lot of volatility here, so we meet an important... On the 24th, we meet an important resistance level, and then we fall from that resistance level with increasing volatility. It's selling from... A trade opportunity selling from overbought crest here, so it looks like we do have a notable high here on the 24th. Possibly that same price level that we established support along on that power level on the 22nd. And there's volatility here. Trade the volatility. An intentional fake out shakeout on the 25th. One local high. Looks like 2 local lows. 1 to 2 local highs and 2 local lows here on the 25th. A very notable decline here. And a trade opportunity to open up a long position in the midst of decline. The local high, at least one local high, it will be around that power price level where we'll attempt to establish support. We'll fail to, and then we'll decline through important support level. With increasing volatility on the way down, completing a trend here at one of the local lows. On the 26th, we have an important crest, or a prominent crest that forms. This may be a month's high here, based on this card, the works card being establishing support, and then we have its sneak preview card here. So it's an important card on this month's chart. That's why I circled it in translucent orange. It's like the next day, the sneak preview card. Well, it should be translucent yellow, actually, to follow the system. Alright, so fast sudden move higher to reach the day's high on the 26th, possibly month's high or important prominent crest. There is a notable, it's range bound, we're range bound on the 26th as well, and there's a notable trade opportunity in the midst of a steep decline. It's a trade opportunity to open up long positions. Looks like we attempt to establish support, or we establish support successfully here on the 27th at a local high, or possibly a month's high. And then we have a day trade opportunity on the 28th at an important resistance level. There's a fast sudden move higher to meet that resistance level, and then there's a steep decline back down. In the midst of that decline, there's a opportunity to open up a long position. And it's a peace card, so likely we finish flat for the day on the 28th. Oh man, I got the numbers wrong. Good old retrograde. So sorry guys for any confusion here. That's a retrograde mistake for you. I gotta fix these dates. It's a good thing I write these down because it makes it a bit easier to correct. There's actually 31 days in July. I'll just have to look at it in a sec to get that last card. Alright, so all those days that I just changed, go with what I was saying on that day, but just change the date back one day, because we kind of screwed up. My apologies for any confusion. So day trade here, day finishes flat on the 29th. And then on the 30th, we likely have a gap up at a local high with a sharp decline, increasing in volatility as we move forward throughout the day, possibly around that same price level as the power card that we see. Price level of power. We keep attempting to establish support there. It looks like we do. Looks like we do on the 28th. and the missing day, the 31st. Look at that. The power card. Bang. Playing with that price level again, attempting to establish support. Let me write that down. Alright guys, that's AVAX, Avalanche coin for July 2022. If you like this, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so. That's how you show your love. And pay it forward, my friends, when you make that money. I'll see you on the next one.